Hi, dear children. Myself Rajanasi. Welcome to my class. Dear children, in previous class we have learnt lesson lighthouse and one poem was rainbow. Yes, dear children, today I am here to introduce new topic or new lesson for you. Yes, dear students, have you heard this word scholar? What you have seen here? Have you heard? Yes. Okay. Dear children, the word scholar in the sense of academic, a student one who studies at school or college. A student one who studies at school or college is called scholar. It is only in the sense of academic. Let's come to a particular matter. Yes, a specialist in a particular branch of knowledge. A specialist in a particular branch of knowledge is called scholar. Yes, in our India, we can see so many persons. Yes, we can see so many scholars like Haryabhatta. Yes, the Haryabhatta was a great Indian astronomer and mathematician. Yes, Aryabhatta was a great Indian astronomer and mathematician because he was mastery over a particular field of the knowledge like mathematics and astronomer is called scholar. Scholar is nothing but a mastery over any subject. A mastery over any subject is it is mathematics, is it science, is it biology, chemistry, social science, English, whatever. Dear student, what you have seen in this picture, this is picture of Chanukya is mastery over on the polity. Mastery over on the polity. He was great polity. Yes. He was also Bhaskaracharya also one of the greatest scholar of Indian history. Yes. Dear students, today I would like to introduce new lesson, that is the scholar mother tongue. The scholar mother tongue. Before going to introducing this lesson, you have to knowing the difficult words meaning from this lesson. Yes, take down. Drew, Chitra Bareda, is Havana, mastery, panditya, one who person mastery horane a particular matter or particular subject is called ಪಾಂಡಿತ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಪಂಡಿತ ಮಾಸ್ಟರಿ ಎಸ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಭಿನ್ನವಾದ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಸ್ ಭಾಷೆಗಳು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಮಾತನಾಡು ಫ್ಲೂಯೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಸರಾಗವಾಗಿ ಹಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ಲೂಯೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ ಸರಾಗವಾಗಿ ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಯಾರೇ here hilly I am here to explain for you like this used this word in own sentence find her kanduko mother tongue ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆ our mother tongue ಕನ್ನಡ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ಸ್ ತಪ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳು ಫೆದರ್ ಗರಿಗಳು yes dear students these are all the difficult words meanings yes let's come to the lesson part what it contains okay let us know the scholar mother tongue the scholar mother tongue yes now I am reading the lesson you have to carefully observe a learned pandit once visit a learned pandit once visited the court of Akbar. He told the king and his courtiers that he had mastery over many different languages. Yes, a learned pandit once visited. the court of Akbar, he told the king and his courtiers that he had mastery over many different languages. The Pandit could speak many languages fluently. He was so fluent that no one could find out what his mother tongue was. He challenged everybody. Yes, listen. A learned Pandit. In this picture, here given the scholar Pandit here, and he once visited to the court of Akbar. Yes, dear student, a learned Pandit, a well-learned Pandit visited the court of Akbar, and he told the king and his courtiers, of Akbar that he had mastery over many different languages. When the Pandit visited to the court of Akbar, he told to the courtiers, I have a mastery over of many different languages. In front of the courtiers, the Pandit could speak many languages fluently. He was so fluent that no one could find out what his mother tongue was. He challenged everybody. Pandit challenged to courtiers, you have to find out my mother tongue. You have to find out which was his my mother tongue. This is the puzzle given by the Pandits. This is the puzzle. This was the puzzle given by the Pandit to the courtiers of Akbar. Yes, the Pandit could speak many languages fluently. He was so fluent that no one could find out what his mother tongue was. He challenged everybody. He challenged everybody. Let's the court to name his mother tongue. Everybody beginning or everybody start that. Which was mother tongue of the Pandits? Yes, when everyone failed, the challenges was taken by Birbal. At finally, challenge was goes to the Birbal. Yes, the court to name his mother tongue. When everyone failed, when the well-known Pandit given this type of challenge in front of the Akbar courtiers, everyone failed. Everyone failed in this challenge. The challenge was taken up by Birbal. Finally, the challenge goes to Birbal. Yes, Birbal thought himself and used some tricks to find out mother tongue of the Pandits. Yes, that night Birbal went quietly to the Pandit's room. That night, one day, Birbal went quietly to the Pandit's room when he was asleep. He whispered into the Pandit's ear. And tickled it with a feather. The Pandit, half awake, cried out suddenly and shouted out words in his mother tongue, Yavarade. Yes, the Pandit, half awake, cried out suddenly and shouted out words in his mother tongue, Yavarade. Yes, dear student, these are all incidents happened in this time. Yes, I hope you have understand. And now let us discuss about the grammar point. Yes, come to the grammar point. Parts of speech. Yes, do you know about parts of speech, students? Yes, I will tell you. Words are divided into different kinds or classes. Words are divided into different kinds or classes called parts of speech. It means divided into our speech. Divided our speech like part. Yes, according to their use or according to the work they do in a sentence, the part of speech are in 8 number. Speech are 8 in number. The first one, noun, verb, pronoun, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. Yes, dear student, carefully listen here. The parts of speech means words are divided into different kinds of classes called parts of speech. Yes, let's come to the first one. Verb. Verb. Yes, the verb mean describes an action or experience. Yes, describes an action or experience is called verb. This verb going to describes action in the sentence. Yes, we called verb. Example: run, walk, push, hit. Yes, run, walk, push, hit. Here given the four main verbs: run, walk, push, hit. Run, ran, run. Walk, walked, walked. Push, pushed, pushed. Hit, hit, hitten. V1, V2, V3. V1, V2, V3. V1 run, V2 ran, and once again V3 run, run, ran, run. Walk, walk, walked. Push, push, pushed. Eat, ate, eaten. Like this. Let's see the example. Yes, Sophia ran to school because she was late. Sophia ran to school because she was late. In this sentence, verb is ran. Underline word denotes verb. Yes, underline word denotes verb. Sophia ran to school because she was late. And come to the second example for this verb. John loves to bake cookies. Yes, John loves to bake cookies. Bake here indicates or denotes verb. Let's know next. Noun. Yes. What is noun? A noun is a names a person, place, things or ideas is called noun. Yes, let's see the example for that. Yes, my teacher is a very nice person. My teacher is a very nice person. Here in this sentence, teacher is noun. Teacher is noun. And come to the second example for the noun. Hammy is going to go on holiday to China. Here, dear student, observe Hammy is the noun. Hammy is the noun, and second one is noun is China. Let's come to the third one, adjective. Yes, adjective is a describes a noun or pronoun. Yes, adjective going to describe noun or pronoun is called adjective. Yes, short, beautiful, red, old. These are all example for the adjective. Let's see the example. Fatima has a huge house with 6 bedrooms. Fatima has house. How her house is very huge manner. Her huge manner. Yes, Fatima has a huge house with 6 bedrooms. Next, come to the another parts of speech. Adverb. Yes, adverb. Adverb describes a verb, an adjective or an adverb. The adverb tells us how often, how, where or when. Slowly, yesterday, always. Yes. Example for this adverb: slowly, yesterday, always. Yes. Adverb describes a verb. It going to describe the verb. An adjective or an adverb. The adverb tells us how often, how, where or when. Yes, let's see the example for that. Sophia is always late for school. Here, underline word denotes always, adverb, late. And last night I slept really well. Last night I slept really well. In this sentence, underline word denotes adverb. Yes. Let's see the another one. Pronoun. Pronoun. Yes. Pronoun is a replace the name of a person, place, thing or idea in a sentence. Yes. Instead of a noun, we have use pronoun. I, she, her, they, it. He, she, it, her, they, it. These are all comes under in a pronoun. Instead of a noun, we can use pronouns he, she, because in the lesson, to avoid the coming of the name, we have to use instead of a name to persons like he, she, it, like that. Yes, come to the example for this. Becky is a very nice friend. She always helps me with my homework. Here, she is the what? Pronoun. She is the pronoun. And come to the next. You can visit the shopping center at 1 o'clock. Yes, in this sentence, you denotes, underline word, you denotes a pronoun. Yes, pronoun. And come to the next parts of speech, preposition. What is it? Preposition. Yes, preposition is describes the place, time or direction. It is used before a noun or pronoun. Especially it is used before a noun or pronoun. We call preposition. Under, above, in, during. These are all prepositions. Let's see the example for this. The cat jumped over the box. The cat jumped over the box. Here, over is the preposition. The underlined word is preposition. Get into the car quickly before we get late to school. Yes. Get into the car quickly before we are late to school. In this sentence, before, into, yes, these are all preposition. Yes, come to the conjunction. Connect words, phrases or clauses in a sentence. Connect words, phrases or clauses in a sentence is called conjunctions, like and, but, although, are. These are all comes under in conjunction. The conjunction mainly work is what? Connected the sentence, connected the clauses or sentences is called conjunction. Yes, let's see the example for this conjunction. I like to watch the television and eat popcorn. Yes, I like to watch the television and eat popcorn. Here, and is working as a conjunction. And come to the second example for this. My friend is very loud. My friend is very loud, whereas I am very quiet. Here, the conjunction is, which one is conjunction in this sentence? My friend is very loud, whereas I am very quiet. Whereas it is a conjunction, working as a conjunction. It joined two words sentence. Yes. Next come to the interjection. Yes, express strong emotion and is often followed by an exclamation mark. Yes, express strong emotion and feelings often followed by an exclamation mark is called interjection, like wow, oh. Yes, let's see the example. Oh, the view is amazing. The view is very amazing. Hey, haven't seen you in a long time. Yes, what a beautiful picture. Oh, oh, wow. These are all interjection. Interjection means to express some sudden feeling when saw a critical condition, knowingly or unknowingly comes in our mind through the words oh, wow, yay, yes. These are all interjection, sudden feelings expressed in the minds of people. Whoa, hey, yes, dear children, I hope you have understanding the lesson and grammar point. Yes, we will meet again in the next class. Okay.